Hi friends, in today's video we'll discuss on JWT JSON Web Token. If you are new to our channel, please subscribe to our channel. To know about JWT, watch till the end of this video. Thank you. Let's dive into the video. So in this video we'll cover these topics. What is JSON Web Token, where we can use it, why should we use JSON Web Token, JWT structure, flow diagram with example and references. So what is JSON Web Token? JSON Web Token is a open standard that defines a compact and self-contained way for securely transmitting information between parties as a JSON object. So in JSON Web Token, the claims will be sent as a JSON object, so which can be validated against other party. So this information can be verified and trusted because it is digitally signed. So all JWT tokens are digitally signed. So JWTs can be signed using two type of algorithms. One is a HMAC algorithm with the secret key, and a public key private key pair using RSA algorithm. Although JWTs can be encrypted to all provider secrecy between parties, we will focus on signed tokens. So if it is encrypted, whatever it is, it should be digitally signed. We will be trusting only the tokens which are digitally signed. So signed tokens can be verify the integrity of the claims contained within it, while encrypted tokens hide these claims from the other parties. So when tokens are digitally signed, that means the public key private keys private key using signature. The signature also certifies that only the party holder with that private key is the one who signed it. So whenever the token is signed and it is a public key private key pair of signature, that means the person who is having the private key only signed that token. So where we can use this JWT token? There are two scenarios I have explained. There are many cases we can use JWT. So for authorization, most commonly we use this JWT for authorization purpose. So once the user is logged into one system, for every subsequent request he will not send a username password to authenticate himself. To make that subsequent request, he will create one user JWT token, and that token will be verified for a subsequent request. For that purpose we will use this authorization scenario. We will use the JWT. And for information exchange, there are two companies, they want to exchange the some data between their server, one server to another server. So because the JWT is digitally signed, right, it will be more securely transmitted between the two parties. They will use a public private key algorithm to make sure that they are sending the data privately, and the other people will be reading the data, and they will be more sure that the data is not tampered in between the data exchange. Why should we use JSON Web Token? Because JSON, we have compact size and JSON over XML and multiple platforms. So compact size, JSON is very compact size which is easy to pass over the internet by using HTTPS environments. And JSON over XML, most of the new applications using JSON over XML in the modern applications and cloud technologies. So multiple platforms like JSON will be used in web, mobile and everywhere nowadays. So that will be easy to integrate when we are using JSON over XML. And what is JWT structure? In JWT structure consists of three parts separated by dot. So one is a header, one is the payload, one is the signature. This is the example XXX, YYY and ZZZ. So header will represents two parts. One is the algorithm, one is the type. So if you use HS256 algorithm, then it will be used, it will be mentioned in the header and the type of the JWT, and this will be base 64 URL encoded to form the first part of the JWT. And second part of the JWT is payload. So payload will have a registered, public, private, three type of claims. Registered claims will be like issuer, expiry time and subject and audience. Public claims also there, private claims also there, which can be also used in the payload. So in signature, to create the signature part, you have to take the encoded header, the encoded payload, a secret, the algorithm specified in the header, and sign that. For example, if you want to use a HMAC to 256 algorithm, the signature will be created as below. So here you can see HMAC 256 and base URL encoded header, base URL encoded payload, and a secret key. The signature is used to verify the message wasn't changed along the way, and in case of tokens signed with a private key, it can only also verify that the sender of the JWT is who it says it is. Okay, as part of client server model flow, client will send a username, password, or client credentials with the HTTP post request and to the token endpoint, and as part of response they will get the access token. So this access token will be used to send for the next requests. So by using that JWT token, this authorized server will authorize this client and directly allow the resources which is allowed under this authorization person. And flow diagram for JWT. So token will be there, that will be doing validation. So if it is a valid token, then it will go next. If it is not valid, it will be saying invalid token. If it is valid signature, they will check. If it is not valid signature, they will say invalid token. And the validation time is after NBF. NBF represents never before. Like if the time is after this only, it will accept, and the time of the expiry also they will validate, and generate session, and provide the services on the information that server will represents that, and it will be giving the access to that resources, and this is the flow. And if it is expired before that validation, it will be giving expired token. So these are all two URLs I have provided to go through and understand more about JWT. So if you like this video, please click like button and comment if you want to know more about the JWT. I will answer your all questions. Thank you.